Good afternoon, everyone. It's 23rd, 2019. I'm Eric. I don't have a news video for you at this time. I've been feverishly checking all the different websites. Just more of the same, more economic collapse stuff, just more, okay? So there's no need to really talk about the same thing. But what I'm going to talk about is giving your weapons up. In certain circumstances where you may feel compelled to do so. And one example of this is if you watch dystopian movies like I do, dystopian TV shows like The Walking Dead, Z Nation, blah, 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 right? One common theme in these shows is people get surrounded and the people who surround them say, give us your weapons, right? And I've talked about this before at some length, but it's very, very much worth repeating and hearing again. You're going to have to get it in your mind that no matter what happens, you're not going to give anyone your weapons. So you get surrounded, for example, like Rick and his crew did when Negan was introduced there on The Walking Dead. You know, all the whistles and shit. It was freaky, wasn't it? And that sent chills down my spine. It made me sick to my stomach to think about that being me. It really did. And, they get surrounded, right? And, of course, everyone just gives up their weapons, and the next thing you know, two of their members are beat to death with a rather gruesome manner by Negan and his bat, Lucille, I believe it was called. It's been a couple of years since I've watched The Walking Dead at any length. Sometimes I'll revisit season 5, episode 1, and a couple of after that. And then I'll revisit the Outpost one, where they go and kill all them people at Negan's outpost. They expect you to give up your weapons. That's what they expect. And the best thing a person can always do is the opposite of what is expected of them in these particular situations. I've been held at gunpoint, and people demanded that I drop my weapon, and that shit didn't happen. Did not happen. And nobody ended up dead. Everyone walked away because I kept my weapon up, and I told the people, fuck you, you're not getting me to drop my weapon. You drop yours. And the same thing goes if, say, we'll use the United Nations. That way no one can say that I'm encouraging violence against police. I'm not. At least for this video. Say you get surrounded by United Nations people and they're doing gun confiscation. Do you think they're going to just take your guns and let you go? I don't. As soon as they get your guns from you, they're going to put you into custody. And we cannot let this fly, right? So do the opposite of what they expect. Most people expect that if they're wearing a uniform of any kind, any kind of military, police uniforms, so on, that the person will simply acquiesce to the orders given to them. They really believe that people will do this, and they expect it. What they don't expect is you already know how it's going to end. And it's going to end with you in custody, and whatever happens after that, you can leave to your imagination. So instead of doing what's expected of you, you do what's not expected. And you open fire. Straight up. You open fire and you find the nearest cover, not concealment, cover, and get behind it and let the fucking games begin. If you're patient enough, one of these guys is going to get tired of being there and they're going to jump out and rush towards you. That's when you put them down. And after you put them down, don't kill him. Don't kill them. Injure them so that other people feel compelled to go and rescue this person. And you make them into targets. And you let that guy lie there screaming for his life. You leave him there, screaming for his life. It will demoralize the others to such a degree that they will, all on their own, give up. And all you had to do is take down a couple of their guys. Leave one screaming and hit the person who feels compelled to go and rescue that individual. It may take a couple of hours. It may. But after a couple of hours of hearing one of their comrades, one of their fellow soldiers scream for their lives, it's going to take a deep and hard toll on their psyche. Unless, of course, we're dealing with all-out psychopaths, in which case you're going to have to kill everybody. But giving up your weapons, that's the worst thing you can do. It never ends well. Never ends well. And another thing they don't expect is you taking the shit to them. Right to their doorsteps. You do everything that's not expected of you, you'll win a war. You do everything that's expected of you, you're going to lose very, very quickly. I'm just saying. So, you're going to have to muster the courage at some point in time to be able to say, fuck you, I'm not giving my weapons up, and open fire on them. Don't even say fuck you. As soon as they say give up your weapons, you let them fly. Period. Don't talk to them. Don't try to negotiate. You let the rounds start going downwind. You have to get into this mindset. Otherwise, you may end up a victim of a internment and resettlement camp ran by foreigners. It's all right there in the documents. The foreigners will be far less merciful on you, probably, than somebody who's from your same country, which is why they're going to use foreigners. Anyway, I thought I'd share these thoughts with you again. It's very, very important you get into this mindset that no matter what happens, you're not going to fall. You're not going to give up your weapons. Till next time, kill the state before the state kills you.